Welcome back to the Spoonie and Caregiver Life podcast with Jordan Banderas. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. So let's begin. Now, when a loved one struggles or goes through hard times, it is tough to see them going through it. It's heartbreaking, let's be honest. I say this from my own personal experience because there will be days when we absolutely don't know what to do to help them, since everyday stress can bring on depression and anxiety from the simplest of things. Have you ever noticed that? And this happens because of such experiences as arguments with friends, money issues, health issues, problems with doctors. When the doctor doesn't listen to you, that's a problem. Family, and many more. Now, when you see your Spoonie struggling, it's hard not to act like a superhero and try to fix everything for them because you want them to be okay all the time. As a caregiver, we feel that's our job. Have you ever felt like that? I always feel like that. That's why I always try to do everything for my wife. And we also want them to feel taken care of. Because that's a way to show support, that they're taking care of. It's like, hey, I'm supporting you this way. But I have learned from caring for my wife that there are so many ways of showing support that don't take your Spoonies' independence away, or make them feel like they are being treated like children that can't do a lot for themselves, because sometimes Katie just needs a sounding board and for me to just stop, shut up, and listen, which for a lot of us is hard. I'm going to include myself on that one. Other times, she needs me to go to the doctor with her, to show my support, so she doesn't have to go alone, or the pharmacy, to pick up her prescriptions, or wait in line at the store so she doesn't have to stand up for too long because her back hurts. Would you like to be waiting for like 10-15 minutes in line at the store while you're in pain? No, that's not good for anybody. Or also we can provide words of encouragement. Now, I'm not bragging, but I happen to be very good at giving words of encouragement. It happens to be my love language, and I think that's why I'm so good at it. Because I love supporting my wife by letting her know how proud I am of her and how much I love her. Because she tries so hard, even though her body acts up like an old car that hasn't been started in decades. You know how it takes time to start and to get going. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's pretty much just like that. This is how she describes her body. It's not all on me, so don't take it out on me. Anyways, I want her to know that I am there 100% of the time. Because I feel like showing support to others is like pouring gasoline and waiting for them to strike the match that will light the fire that they need to continue fighting. I also realize that it takes time for them to light that fire, because it's up to the person to work on getting out of the dark place. So they have to light that match, become their own light, and guide themselves out, pretty much. And let's be honest, it's not easy. This is all personal experience. It wasn't easy for me. But I will always be there to cheer them on. That's one thing that I'm always going to do. I'm going to cheer you guys. And one good question that I have heard before is, what about me, the caregiver? And yes, you can ask that. There's no problem by asking questions. Well, I have found that I need balance in order to make all of this to work. I need me time to balance out my stress levels and maintain my health. Now I love doing things like watching TV. I've been watching Naruto, and it's actually a pretty good show. I love reading books, working out, walking my dogs, listening to random music, doing karaoke now. We've been doing karaoke. Well, I've been doing karaoke because Katie doesn't like to do it, but I've been doing it. And watching the stock market. I like to learn, so that's why I like to watch the stock market. Now, that's what self-care is, and it's also a way to support yourself if your Spoonie can't give you support. You support yourself physically, mentally, you're going to be doing better than a lot of other people. And doing things like doing the things you like is so important because life can be so overwhelming at times. Let's be honest. Now, the other day, I read a quote about a dog. It goes something like this. If you watch a dog's behavior, they are the kings and queens of self-care. They put themselves to bed, listen to their bodies, and do what feels right. After I read that quote, I pay more attention to my dogs, and yes, they do that. Like, whenever they want to go to bed, they literally just walk themselves to bed and get under the covers. Or if they're hungry, they just get up and eat or drink. Or when they need to go on a walk, what do? They start scratching the door. Or simply they just poop whenever. Literally. They can poop in the middle of the night and you don't even know it. I'm talking from personal experience as well. But now, if people only will be able to do this, how much better will we feel as a society? Because we will be taking care of ourselves. Not the pooping part, unless it's in your house, but that's up to you. But, like, if we feel hungry, if we feel sleepy, we feel however we feel, we take care of those feelings. Like, if we feel angry, why am I angry? Like, we have to take care of ourselves. And I think that will help as a society. But another thing that I have also found is that helping Katie is more manageable when I give her all my support when she feels down or sad because she sees that I'm there for her, which I find it to be so important because by seeing that I'm in this till the end, she has also found the strength to pick herself back up and fight. She is lighting her fire and she knows that if she falls back down, I'm going to be there for her to either help her get back up or just cheer for her so she can get back up. Even when she feels like I'm not paying attention to her journey, now she knows that I always pay attention to whatever's going on with her. And I think we need to pay attention to the journeys of others so they can feel supported, which is what my wife did when I was going through my challenges. But before I end the episode, I want to ask you this question. How do you support others? Leave your answer in the comments, and if you would like to share how you deal with a situation like something similar to this, please put it in the comments as well, or send me a DM, or you can email me at the Spoonie Caregiver Life at gmail.com. And thank you for listening, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and I'll leave you with this. Take care of yourself and have a great day.